What's going on, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of 8Ball and MJG called Comin Out Hard. Haha. Now, if y'all don't know who 8Ball and MJG is, you know, it's a shame, but let me introduce y'all. Ball and MJG is a rap duo from Memphis, Tennessee, and to me, they're one of my favorite rappers from down south, period. This is the real deal. Y'all know how I do. Be on the lookout for some other album reviews of 8Ball and MJG, and even some of their solo albums. Alright? And this came out in 1993 under Suave Records. So to give y'all the credits who made the beats, it was 8Ball and MJG. And the features, they didn't have any features. They had like a few people sung and spoke on like small parts of the tracks, but not like actually rap. So anyway, let's go with the songs. The first one is just an intro, nice beat, and pretty much introducing themselves. 9 Little Millimeter Boys, that's the next name of the track. The beat is bumping, blazing, bumping out the frame. Ball and G come through with some dope ass lyrics, man. If you have some speakers, man, this track will bump the hell out of that, man. This is Ball and G at their finest, just spitting dope ass lyrics with some bumping ass beat. Alright, bumping, I should say. The next one is the first episode. I'll say this much. This is probably one of the weaker tracks off of this album, but it's still pretty bumping. Ball and G just talking about pimping and things like that. You know how they do. And they come through with some nice vocals. The next one is called Armed Robbery. This is another tight track from Ball and G. If y'all remember the movie Mission Impossible, y'all know. That's how it goes. They're pretty much telling a little story on there about how they did armed robberies and going out of state and things like that. Goes hard, man. Real talk. Then Pimps is probably one of the best tracks off of the album alone, man. This thing go hard, bro. The vocals on there, if you haven't heard anything that got sampled from there, I don't know what to tell you. This track got sampled so many times by different rappers, specifically in Memphis. Like so many times. Like this track is probably a national anthem from Memphis, Tennessee. Straight up. This has to be an anthem. Ball and G come through with some tight ass vocals. The beat on there is really nice, man. Real talk. Then the next one is called Comin Out Hard. That's the actual name of the track. Another blazing ass track from these guys. Ball come through with some dope lyrics, man. MJG does the same exact thing. Coming through spitting that dope ass flow that MJG is well known for. The beat on there is really laid back. It sounds like it's sampled from an old school song, if I'm not mistaken, but it's really dope, man. Then another tight ass track is Mr. Big. This is an 8Ball solo. He only raps by himself on here. If y'all not familiar with this track, then you have a lot of homework to do, man. The beat is really laid back. Ball is telling a nice little story about how he came up in the game, things like that. And he comes through with some dope ass lyrics, man. That beat is bumping. Did I say that already? And he's telling a nice little story on here. And I'm sure you heard samples from this track alone. You know what I'm saying? It's bumping. The next one is called Niggas Like Us. This is another blazing track from these guys. This is one of my personal favorites off of the album, or probably ever. The beat goes hard. When you hear the track or the sound at the beginning, you already know it's going to be on some hard gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? And Ball and G comes through with some dope ass lyrics. Man, that beat is bumping up the frame, man. Like, suckers can't get none. I've heard that sample so many times. And then the last one is called Pimps in the House. This is an MJG solo. That beat is bumping, and when you hear it at the beginning, you already know. Like, that's how it sounds. MJG come through with some dope ass vocals on there. That beat is bumping out the freaking frame. Like I said, I love this song. I think I played this song at least twice or 3 times in a row after hearing it, man. I mean, after hearing it again, it got me stuttering, man, because it just on some hard, dope ass stuff, man. That's all the songs that I review for this album, and I pretty much review all of them. So to give this a fair rating, like I said, it don't take a lot of listens to get my review, but out of a 10, I will give this a 9.5 to a 10, honestly. So 9.75. This album right here has to be one of the hardest damn albums from down south. If you've never heard this album before, I'm going to just tell y'all something. If you're a down south fan, if you've never heard this album before, I would have to say shame on you. Shame on you. Because how can you be a down south fan and you never heard 8Ball and MJG Comin Out Hard? I mean, like, really. You know, even on the outside looking in or on top of the world. I mean, if you haven't heard none of those albums, I have to say, what the hell is wrong with you? You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I cannot stress how dope this album is. Even the weakest song that I said that was on here, it still bumps. You know what I'm saying? And this is Ball and G pretty much at their prime. If they weren't at their prime then, they was going to be at their prime on their 2nd or 3rd album. Shout out to 8Ball and MJG for a very classic album. And if y'all want to say this album is a 10 out of a 10, I will highly agree with you. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, hear this album when you get a chance. I don't know if you can actually get the CD, but if you can, I would try. I'll probably tell you to get it. You know what I mean? I think it costs a lot of money now to get the CD. So, but with that being said, that's it. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another review. All right, peace out, guys.